Hello and welcome to Dragon Age. So, hey, I'm still talking, okay? So, on this episode we'll basically just hanging around camp, talking with our companions, know a bit more about them, also a little bit more about the quests that we have and some codex entries. So yeah, if it's not your thing, maybe you can skip it or watch it faster, but yeah, we'll do some of that. Also, before I forget, let's do the level up. So, on the previous episode, we actually were like talking about being a champion and a berserker. Then, when we end up picking berserker, but it was a bit clunky to use the ability, so now I'm not sure if I want berserker. So, I know that for sure I want champion, and that kind of like it makes sense that we can be a champion, right? We were like the commander before we got exiled from Ozamar, so yeah, I think like I could justify all of them, I guess. I think it's hard to justify River in terms of like plot. How would I know River, where I would learn it from? But yeah, champion, I like it, although it will take a while to be relevant. I want this one either way, so let's go for that. So these have the activation that enemies will have a penalty to attack, which means they will miss us more, but I'm actually not even sure if I want it right now. So maybe what we can do is to start to go for something. So we are like level 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if we want to go for the... So this is an AoE strike, which could be cool. So maybe that's a thing. So these powerful swings, I think it will not be great right now, but maybe. And this also has what? Large damage bonus against golems and other constructs. Let's start to build up for the AoE thingy, and then maybe if you do like level 10, 11, 12, okay, right in time. Yeah, that can work, I think. Let's see. Alright, then powerful sweep ID it is. And we can actually
On it.
nice powerful swings. So 30, 60. Wow, this costs a lot. Okay, so that's it for the level up. Yeah, I'll mark it with some charters, what I'll be doing on the video. But so let's go. So let's see. Let's do actually some things first. So what items do we have? Like a vanilla things. Okay. Okay. So let's see. So we can talk. Now let's talk with Sandal first to know a little bit about enchantments.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Well, what enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment. Let's do some enchantment, Sandal.
Enchantment!
Oh man. Oh yes, I have no runes, so... I thought that we had some actually. Did I? Oh. And we completed the quest about enchantment. Enchantment. Maybe it's on the
Right.
storage chest. Maybe... okay, it's here. doesn't matter much. So.
Enchantment?
Enchantment.
Enchantment!
Alright, so the deal here, so Oathkeeper, which is the sword that Alistar has equipped, right? It has a slot, and the idea is that you can equip things on that, but you can also remove it, so it's fine. Basically this one, it's a +2 electricity damage, which is better than nothing. You click accept, and that's it. If we go now to Alistar, he has +2 electricity damage on the Oathkeeper, which is cool. Alright, so one last quest, and we also have the quest for a side quest that I'm not sure if you'll be doing go there first, but it's an option.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins, Levy the trader.
Oh, you know Duncan?
Oh yes, for years. Considered him a friend, I did. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
That's about right. So what promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
I've never even heard about Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Okay, so... yeah, that seems nice. It will be like a base for us.
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Some few old relics sound interesting. So, yeah, your family's fate will be rewarded. I'll help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Okay. And now we have an extra quest, which is around here. Soldier's Peak. So the yellow ones are DLCs. Okay. So we are good with quests. Kinda done. Let's see. So we have the things that maybe eventually we'll start to pick some. Like, let's see. Kinda want some new clothes. Do I want some new clothes? Maybe. Let's see. So first of all, let's check something. So, I'm not sure if we talked about this, but we have like armor, which is basically the good value of good armor. And basically it's DR, so it's damage reduction. Right, so basically, reduce the damage done. And if they have armor pen, it counters it, okay? Then you have defense, which is basically deflect, so you need to pass the defense to hit the character. Then you have the attack, which is to actually hit the attack, and then you have actually the damage that we do. Okay, and you have some armor pen. Alright. Then we have the Ardent Zod to con. And we have a Great Blade. Okay. So actually,
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
I will. So let me see. Maybe another day. Let me see other wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the...
Oops. Skipped it. Okay, yeah, maybe we need some health potions. Well, let's see. Oh, these will become handy. They are a bit expensive, but they are cool. Basically, you get a new talent. So this is for physical people. This is for the mages, which is cool. And yeah, what I wanted to see, not the stuff. Oh my god, it's expensive. But actually, maybe what is this one again? Don't remember this one. Begins Honor. Deep Roads, Legend of the Dead, Dragon Bone. Wow, a lot of strength. Qwinn, Lone Dwarf, Tot. Okay. Interesting. But maybe we can buy the blood dragon stuff. I think that could be cool. Because the blood dragon also gives bonus to defense and armor. We can equip it. It's a good set. So what happens if we buy it all? Let's see. Because Matt is up,
You and your
so
friends are formidable.
let's just buy and see if we have enough for everything. This, and this. Ah, yeah, seems fine. Cool. So then, maybe, just maybe, it's time to pick the missing piece. Maybe we can equip it everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and you have the dragon. Yeah, but maybe I will hide the helmet. Yeah, it seems nice. Okay. So maybe. So not that I don't want to use it now, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but this looks nice. So what happens now? So you get much better armor, I think. And what is the bonus against? It's just armor and defense. Yeah, I think we actually. So it gives defense, health. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. So we'll sell the rest.
Are you sure?
So let's see. Yeah, let's sell this for now. Some monies. And this. Well, yeah, just let's sell this. Some quoting. Don't care. These will be needed eventually. These are gifts. Okay, a lot of gifts. Nice. And we can keep the crafting things. Ooh, what was the one for the potions? But yeah, let's see. We have a lot of money. Oh, you guys also a lot of like these runes to give more damage to the weapons. But actually, I think the one that I like, there are some slows. I think there was something about stun, but I don't see it here. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I backpack. Oof. Okay, can I sell something? We'll see. Well, it's awkward. Would need 15. Well, I don't need no injury kit. And I know I don't need no money. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I like capacity. Who needs money, right? It's fine. It's fine. Cool. So now that we did some shopping, let's actually maybe see a bit more of our character. So, Alistar. Oh, maybe I could have equipped to better armor. Oops. I sold it. Oh, it's fine. You have a sword, all nice. Oh, you have some bolts. Okay, let me actually. I don't want to be using this anymore. So give me some firebolt. Not sure when we get a bow, but a crossbow. I mean, do you have a crossbow? Not. Do you have a crossbow? Yeah, a bow. I mean, and you. Yeah, of course, you are the main weapon. And we have Morrigan. Okay. And I don't need this, so. Sorry, I thought I kept the bow. Yeah. Maybe this. Oh, never mind.
As you wish.
Doesn't matter. Oh, that's it. Alistar. Wait, about Morrigan. Yeah, Morrigan has. Alistar. World's bow. Okay. Then that's fine. Let's sell you.
If there's any
Boom, boom. Okay. Okay, now for real, let's check the Alistar. Okay. Oh, what is this elm? Oh, this was a good elm. But I need this. Elm of the Deep. Okay, cool. Have this. Sold everything else. Have a weapon. And something that is only for Alistar. Some things, okay. 79 attack. By comparison, we have more. Yeah. Oh, and we have more armor. Same defense. Cool. Some more health. What is this? Stamina. Oh, Alistar has more stamina. Oh, but he's much less fatigue, right? Because he's not wearing like this heavy stuff like we do. Yeah, maybe this is not great. I don't remember what we had in the beginning, but so right, because this is bigger, now it's they cost more, right? So here it costs 32 to activate, and if I remove this, it costs just 23. Oh well, such is the price. I hope it's fine. Okay. So with that said, Alistar it's fine. We'll be having Alistar for a while. So our dear Mage Morrigan, well, 2 armor. So instead of attack, we focus on spell power, which is the effectiveness, duration and damage of spells, as well as staff damage. So here we have attack because we can hit and fail. Mages auto attacks, they never fail, but also they kinda suck. So yeah, but basically mages spells never fail in this game. It's a matter of then they can resist some effects. But yeah, if you send a fireball, they will always damage unless they have fire resistance. We got some nice footing, so at least you have a lot of defense. Wow, 52. Damn. You have Morrigan's robes, which are cool. We have a pendant. And this is just the stuff that auto attack. And we have some, how you call it, cap, which thank God it doesn't show. And that's fine. So for our Leliana, she has like 7 armor, 3 defense, so 65 to hit, which is a bit less than us. She has completely vanilla stuff, but actually, and you have some Seeker Circle, but actually Leliana, you deserve a gift, which is
On it.
your own chest. So like I said, some of the items, they appear by some quests. And not sure if I'll use it right away, but this is actually her armor, which is actually a bit good. So so if we can we compare it? If I open it like this, Leliana, oh, you cannot even use it now. Huh? How much strength do you have, and how much strength do you need? Oh, really? Well, maybe Leliana will getting a boost because she's not that strong either way. So it's fine. Where is? Oh my god. Where is the clinch? Okay. So maybe Leliana deserves for now a little gift. A ring, beautiful belt, and a beautiful armor. Which, oh, just change the color. But yeah, basically if you complete the Leliana's quest, which is a thing that you can play by itself, you get this beautiful armor, which seems pretty cool. For the X5 armor, percent fatigue 2.3. What was this again? Yeah, it's the same, pretty much. It's a bit better. It has some stamina regeneration, so, and she deserves it. And like I was saying, she's not that this is game breaking. She's not that strong, so I don't know. I think, but I like it. I like her, so yeah. Okay, so huge buff for you. Congratulations. Our puppy Magalhães, that he can use some war paints, but I guess we have none. And he can use the collar, so use +2 con. And yeah, they are, I mean, fine, but I don't know. I don't use it much, but we'll be talking with him in the camp, and I don't know. It may be relevant, but that's maybe it for equipping people, I guess. Just taking something for the road, which actually will be maybe if you deserve. I'll just take a couple of items in case things go really south, which will be a nice bow if you want to buff a bit more our Leliana even more. Yeah, maybe this is a book to give extra stats. So basically the idea is to bring them on our next journey, and as we get stronger, maybe these things will not be that of a difference, and they are cool to use. So let's see. Oh, what is this again? Comparing to this bow, 7 damage. Wow, this some nice bow. Oh, but it's later, 34 dex. Just compare really quick something. Leliana. Oh, you don't even have 34 dex. Okay, it doesn't matter.
On it.
So let's see. We can keep these for now. I think that we'll be using it, but just in case, because look at how good it will look. Yeah. But not yet. See it a bit later. But yeah, I think it will be something nice if we need it. If we need an extra punch, let's say. Actually, I don't. So this was just the main sword. Yeah, maybe we can give it to Alistar, since we are feeling good boys to our companions, and just some technical potions. But, 5 less as well. Let's just keep these ones. Oh, and some gifts. Okay. And I think so. Also, just an explanation about the level up. So this is when we do the soldier's pick zone. This is actually just to be more convenient. So this is something that you can actually do in the game if you leave things in the storage that will unlock here. So basically these things here, they are just like for convenience, because after you finish this, whatever you do here you can do there. So like having a storage of things that don't take size on the camp. This convenience stuff. Okay. So I said to Alistar that I would give you a very nice weapon, so here you have it. So let's change
Enchantment?
the enchantment.
Enchantment!
So let's remove the thing from the Outkeeper and put it on this one. Not that is much, but
Something you need?
and let's sell the other sword. Okay, so you have 30 slots. You can sell this one. These ones you'll be keeping for now. And yeah. Alright, and with this we went through our characters, I think. Let me just check if we... oh, we have Morrigan and Leliana for the poison making, but I think that this is actually a bit sad, because in the camp you cannot see, so I cannot enter on the poison menu, although I have party members that can make poison, so that's a bit unfortunate. So yeah, let's look at the Alistar sword, all lightning and stuff. Nice. So yeah, so let's talk with our companions. Hello, boy. So actually, let me do save here. Companions. Companion.
Oh, why, you little...
Oh, you guys are being so... Yeah, you guys are such a friend. What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Of course. Well. Well, he's a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Well. Okay. I thought that we had a bit more.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Oh my god, these conversations. Yeah, don't listen to Alistar, it's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
Hey, be nice. He likes
A
you.
putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Unmentionables. It's the thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Well, you are the lady. Oh,
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
such a... You are a mean... I think you hurt his feelings, yes.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Wow. No, you're not a good boy. Who's my good boy? Trying to find a way through the hurt, are we? Alright, have fun then. Alright. So let's check on Alistar. How are you doing?
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Yeah, what can the Templar do exactly? I think we didn't talk about this, or did we? Let's see.
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Nice. So, couldn't others learn those talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, so we'll be see lyrium soon enough, but so you are addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
So it could be even stronger. Is that what you're telling me? Here, take some lyrium. Take it. Take it.
What do you need?
Let
Ask
me
away.
something. Yeah, so this is the option to unlock the talent Templar. We can do that.
I suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Alright, so very well, I respect your word, but yeah, this is how you would unlock it. I think you'll do it.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
Yep. Oh, but you still approve.
What do you need?
Let's talk.
Ask away.
So, tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Such as they are. Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from you?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Okay, so is there an headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Okay. So, what happens now that just 2 of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
And we'll do it. Boom. Will we need to start rebuilding the Order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
So we don't know how to make more Grey Wardens. Okay. So what would happen if we... Really? Nah.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Oh, do I have more things?
Ask away.
Oh, okay. So... How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Well, I mean before that.
Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Okay. You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Okay, nice. Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Alright. Wow, just +1. I've been bonding, man. Been talking a lot. Like +20. Oh, look at me. Like me. Yeah. Alright. So maybe we can leave Leliana for last, since we don't know anything about her yet. And then eventually we also want to try to bribe our companions with some gifts to see if they like us more. Hello, Morrigan.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something,
If you must.
if you must. So I think we talk about this, the shapeshifter, or they call it shape changers. Nope. So, did you grow up in the Kokari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
Damn. Fine, I'll leave you to
I
be.
did not ask to be left alone. I simply wondered from whence comes this strange curiosity.
You're giving mixed signals, you know. We don't need to be strangers, do we?
What a stranger does not know cannot hurt him, but have it your way. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation, right, about she remaining unnoticed, morphed into an animal, but let's see.
For the most part, Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Maybe not. I can just imagine.
I rather doubt that.
Oh.
Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Wow, nice. That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point
Wow.
being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Well, actually, that was a bit before COVID, but yeah, we still touch a lot, so actually I have no idea, I'm not human. I'm kinda humanish, so but touching like an handshake?
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Alright. I guess the joke's on you. Well, I'm glad it worked out this way at last, at least.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
She does have a point. She does have a point. I like you, Morrigan. So let's see. Let's know a bit more about Leliana.
Yes?
Oh wow, I think you should go. No. I like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours, tell me. You dreamed about a maker.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
Well, I thought it was a bit different, but what then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Did you... And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
That's good. But yeah. So the Chantry says the Maker has left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Nice. Believe what feels right for you, Leliana.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
Alright. If you know what you know. Do you know anything else?
Yes.
You want to talk about? Like to talk?
Well, here I am.
So what would someone like you doing in Lottery's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
Oh my. Well, let's say you just don't seem to belong in a cloister.
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
So, what did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
So you're a bard in Orlais.
Yes? Well, here I am.
So... you were a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Okay. Damn, so tell me about Darkspawn.
Chantry lore says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Wow, nice. Yeah, it's a bit of what we know in the beginning of the game, right? The cutscene. Actually, yeah, tell me some Ferelden legends and maybe we'll hear about other stories in another episode, so let's see.
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Yes. So, Flemeth, Morrigan's mother was called Flemeth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend?
Maybe?
Flemeth, the devourer of men. Flemeth, mother of witches. Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists.
She looked like your average old woman?
Well, if Flemeth really exists, she would be very, very old indeed. Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Wow. Yeah, but yeah, tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
What happened then?
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Wow, very nice. You know about the legends of Flemeth, Morrigan's mother. Very nice. Thank you, Leliana. Thank you. Okay. And that's it for talking with our companions. We'll talk more eventually. But now, so do you want some gifts? Can I give? Hi, Alistar. Do you like booze?
Is that for me? Really?
Nice. How about you, Leliana? Do you like wine?
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
And beer.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Alright. Oh. Look, here's a proper pup. He already loves this. Aww. So nice. So... do you like a golden rope necklace? Let's give that to Morrigan.
I am grateful.
Oh.
'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Oh, she really liked that gift. And just to show you, right? We have a. So when they start to like us, when they like us, me, whatever, we start to get some bonus. So inspired by our leadership, this party member gains a minor bonus to magic. Yeah, it's not much as far as I remember, but it's still cool. So I think in this case maybe 2 or 1, but yeah. And I'm gonna try the Symphon's jewelry. Oh, okay. She was actually happy that we gave her some jewelry. Oh, and we also need to check some journals. Okay. So let's see. Do you have more? Well, since you are so happy, do you like this?
Interesting.
Do you like rings?
Interesting.
Yeah. And you, take some beer.
Why, thank you so much.
Yeah. And this, do you like it?
Why, thank you so much.
Are we done with gifts? Maybe we are. Well. Okay. Cool. Cool. We have... Nice. One last thing to mention about gifts. I don't think we'll be doing that, but just so you know, there is also one DLC which is called something gifts, which basically you can just buy, like you have a lot of gifts that you can just buy to make them really like you, and then you have like some items that they will hate a lot, like you can put a collar on the doggo, which is not cool. So yeah, you have like a bad gift for each companion, but let's not do that. So yeah, that's actually it for talking about our companions. So we are missing checking the quests and the codex, and then we'll be talking if we are actually going to maybe the Mage Tower, or if we're actually going for a DLC. It can be, and if so, maybe if you go for this one. Not sure. Maybe the Mage Tower. So yeah, let me put me here in a camp, like codex.